Guys, welcome to Edification. In this video we'll talk about some basic functions and formulas of Microsoft Excel. As you can see, I've opened an Excel sheet which contains some example numbers, and it contains multiples of columns. This is called columns, which will be named as A, B, C, D, basically in alphabetical order, and these are called rows. Whichever cell you select, the location will be displayed here. For example, this is called D11 and this is called F16. You can directly jump to any Excel cell by typing the location. Let's say, for example, I'll type F column and 12 row. Here it is. It highlighted the F column and 12th row. So let's see more in detail about Excel. As you can see, I have few amounts here mentioned with some serial numbers, and there are some digits as well. Let's say I want to calculate the sum of this. How can do that? We have multiple ways here. The easiest way which you can do is go to auto sum and click on it. It will highlight the cell range, and press enter will give you the sum of this particular range. Let's say, for example, you don't want sum of this particular range but up to this cell here. Then how we can do that? In this case we can use the formula. As I mentioned, every function has to start with equal to sign. So type equal to and type sum, S-U-M, sum, open the bracket and select the range you want to add up. Let's say I want to add up till here, so I'll select this range and close the bracket. Here you go, we got the total value of this particular range. Let's do something more using this formula. We have another way of adding it up by combining two cells. For example, I'll just use equal to and select the cell which I want to add up and enter plus sign, and then select another cell which I want to add up with this cell, for example this, and press enter. As I see, only by using a plus sign I can also add up. Same way I can, let's see, we can multiply. Start your function with equal to, select the cell you want to multiply and insert into symbol and press the cell you want to multiply with. For example, I have selected this into this cell. Press enter. Now you got multiply this multiplied by 2. Let's see divide, how it's going to work. Same thing, start with equal to sign, select the cell you want to divide, put a divide symbol and divide with this cell. Press enter. As you can see, 100 is divided by 2, which comes to 50. Let's say I want to complete these cells by using the same formulas. I want to apply the same formulas to these cells as well. You don't have to type each and every time a formula. All you can do is select these cells and click at the end or the corner and drag it down to the end. Now you can see that all these fields has been calculated. For example, here it's added the sum 90 plus 6 comes to 96, 90 into 6 becomes 540, and 90 divided by 6 becomes 50. In the same way, let's say if you want to add up these, you can use either auto sum formula or equal to sum formula. As you can see in the drop box also, you can see the sum formula. If I click on this, select is going to auto select the range and give you the total. In the same way, even if you want to total this, you can do this in a very fast manner. As you can see, I have added up all these. Let's see how we can add up here as well. Is equal to sum, open bracket, select the cell you want to add, then another cell which you want to add up with, and another cell. You can continue how many you would like to, and close the bracket, enter. Here you see you got the complete total amount of all these fields, which is 9988. We have few more interesting formulas here. Let's say for example you have the amounts here starting with 50 and ending with 600. Let's say if you have large numbers in a range and you want to know what is the highest value in this particular range. In that case, you can use max function. You can start your formula using equal to max, open bracket, select the range you want to check, the maximum value, close the bracket, and here you go. The maximum value or the highest value is 600 in this particular range. Same way, we can also check the minimum value or the lowest value in some particular range. For example, let's check here what is the lowest value. So start your function with equal to sign, type as min, open bracket, select the range and close the bracket. Here you go, you got the lowest value in this particular range. Let's say if I change this value to 10, which will be the lowest, let's see this formula shows or not. Here you go, we have changed the minimum value. If I change this value to 1000, then this becomes the highest value, which will be visible here. In this way you can play with numbers in Excel. In our next videos we'll be talking more functions and formulas of Microsoft Excel. So please like, subscribe and do comment if you have any doubts on this.